Time to rumble! Ready? Sure.
Yes?
Uh-huh. Yes?
I'm here.
Ready? What? Yes?
here.
Ready? What?
I'm here.
What? Yes? Ready? You asked for What? What?
Yes?
Uh-huh. Yes? Time to rumble! Like that. Time to rumble! One. Yes?
What can I do?
One. Yes?
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began. This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found. I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be. I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Time to rumble.
How can I help? No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question. Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship. I was referring to the bond we share, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this. Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves? Most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Now, are you going to answer my questions, or would you rather just keep annoying me? Don't worry, these are simple questions, nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have? Good. On which planet were you born? Excellent. Your current age is? I see you intend to be childish about this. I guess I won't get anywhere continuing our discussion right now, will I? I suppose I'll just have to speak to you again later. Hopefully you'll behave a little less like a little boy and a little more like a man. How can I help? I do? How did you know? A Kinrath pup. It most certainly is not. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. Whatever I think about you. That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you. This is not a joke. The choices you make could affect both our destinies. Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force. I'm sorry if I come across as harsh, but I am concerned. For you, for our mission, and for myself as well. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well. I believe you truly mean what you say, for now. But sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light. I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins? This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Starforge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Starforge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Starforge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Starforge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Starforge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Starforge. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure. Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Starforge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Yes, what's on your mind? Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop. Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your concern, Carth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will. I may not know much about the Jedi, but I do know they aren't famous for taking on old Padawans and sending them on dangerous assignments. And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you? A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason. No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just, damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again. Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
다 kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Bamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukune mule rabes. Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutotun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Wonga kumbisjang ba mulera. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukune mule rabes. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mule rachi kun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Mucho shak pakat. Kiye no nama paole rachi kun. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukune mule rabes. Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Ba mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongualeo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chila mulane ni dupobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulera. Kachikun ita hodonga, iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Wi ita nandayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandektek. Shotung ni patoga. Wano kusbe ching pala mule donke. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek tukning chatukune mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga iking kuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Kachikun ita hodonga iking kuno ba mulerachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Wi ita nandayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandektek. Shotung ni patoga. Wano kusbe ching pala mule donke. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching pala mule tongking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mule rabes. Kachikun ita hodonga iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukune mule rabes. Wi ita nandayata. Wata yuma wama huhu nandektek. Shotung ni patoga. Wano kusbe ching palamule donke. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Kachikun ita hodonga iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Akupa che kopa. Jino mulera king paija slimo podwama. Jeda badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabung siya nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Ikukuno no ba mulera chikun. Tong hit kun chonching. Ne boboje mata ne punage. Dolpi kikiwana. Ci gratug loda pograshi oneu kompa cintomo muchuba. Loda nita kun. Ita patisa batua kachatutong. Pagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachiwish yunku. Jodo jinbungarantang. Kachikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongualeo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chila mulane ni dupobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulera. Takom justach miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga. Kachikun itahodonga, ikin kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Manaman atota, hakijukrata bola shui chongatong. Chongkno bunka mulera kunkile. Kunkile no ba. Watende chokolo uno ku mulera. Kachikun itahodonga. Ikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Takum jus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Tolpa da bongwale gando nangu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chokola. Mucha shag panka. Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi ita hodunga.
Yeah, what do you want? You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. I still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there and now it's just gone. I don't really think there's anything you can say. I just have to find some way to deal with it, I guess. It'll take some time. Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Taris, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before, in the Grove. It was wrong of me. I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own. Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
How can I help? It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not. With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us, but when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance. Are you wondering why we shared the vision, or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked, and for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given. I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion. Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to. What would you like to know? Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace. They did something important here. Of that, I am certain. It may be simply that we are sensitive to that event, or it may not. We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to, or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it. Are you wondering why we to the first, I can... As to the second... As you wish.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Karath.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. A star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Selima Wanga Kunbitkin. Muchashakapaga. 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 Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Selima Wanga Kunbitkin. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Tonki ba. Tong Abuk Shami no Nok. Tong Abuk Shami no Nok. Tonki ba non tontek. Selima Wanga Kunbitkin. Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, Bonana Ki. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Tong Abuk Shami no Nok. Muchashakapaga. Tong Abuk Shami no Nok. Muchashakapaga. Muchashakapaga. Tong Abuk Shami no Nok. Muchashakapaga. Selima Wanga. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Selima Wanga. Kipuna, Kipuna, Bonana. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Tonki ba. Tong Abuk Shami no Nok. Muchashakapaga. Selima Wanga Kunbitkin. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Kipuna, Bonana. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Muchashakapaga. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Muchashakapaga. Tong Abuk Shami no Nok.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses. You know, I don't think you need to pay the fee. We'll let it go this time. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure? As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Papuilta, Kolo Duf, Ivan Revut, Ikel Irimo. Undasta Shelfa, Ufta Gel Chief, Kolo Dufta. Papuilta, Kolo Duf, Ivan Revut, Ikel Irimo. Papuilta. Kolo Duf, Ivan Revut, Ikel Irimo, Duftadan Gelva, Horisidan Gelva, Uden Tufblab van Nibel Gelva, Horisidan Gelva, Vadinogan Gelva, Papuelta, Kolo Duf, Ivan Revut, Ikel Irimo.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left. Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They are worth more than 500 credits. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits. 700 credits. Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Laboda ni winkis maktoma, wanakun bes chingpa marulira, tok chingbang non kek, tok ninja mulira rabes, uba patu goji, tong nongbong shang nungyang, tong patok smakdelia. Kuya mi juskuna jitanai, ina kun mama rulira rachikun, slimo patona, Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
How can I help? Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan. It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however. Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Achua Pengki, Yun Patisa, Tijuba Jikutka Naga, Kingu Mwa Mulira Dwana, Kinba Nikcha Lora Kun, Chiwi Aita Ka Chong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chuna Mulira, Tangi Wama Jikona, Tonki Pa Nonku Nek Abog.
Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kek. Tok ninja muira rabes. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Hindi hadong chikong kabi. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes chingpa marulira. Tok Jingbang Non Kek. Tok Ninja Mira Rabes. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitan. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo Padona. Mundi Hadonga Chihonkabi. La Boda ni Winky Smaktoma. Wanakun Bes Jingpama rulira. Tok Jingbang Non Kek. Tok Ninja Mira Rabes.
How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Talravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly. Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things. It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken. A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter. Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
I watched some good races at the swoop track last week. Yeah, you have to think.
Takom justach Miki Grapogo. Kachi ita hotunga.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
La Boda ni Winky Smaktoma. Wanakun Bes. Kuyabi Jusku. La Boda ni Kuyabi Jusku. La Boda ni Kuyabi Jusku. La Boda ni Kuyabi Jusku na Jitanai. Inakun Mama. La Boda ni Winky Kuyabi Jusku na Jitan. La Boda ni Kuyabi Jusku. La Boda ni Winky. Kuyabi Jusku na. La Boda ni Winky.
How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can I was found to be strong when I joined the Order. Relationships with family, emotional entanglements. It can be a hard life. I was not on good terms. She pushed my father and she whittled away my... A child is too young to... Once I was older, even a Jedi... I do not wish...
Lord Malak.
So be it.
Shit.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Only one place, and it means dangerous work. Go to the Zerka office for a hunting license. They sell them for Faz's Lodge. Fazaz is north of the Zerka office. You'll need a hunting license to deal with him. He'll just send you to the Zerka office to get one. You know, I agree with you, but Zerka Corporation just doesn't want the headache. Besides, I couldn't let you pass if I wanted to. The gate lock needs to be swiped with your authorization. Sorry. See the Zerka office for authorization.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga. As I said, we are no longer selling them. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Then you are free to leave the city just like everyone else. Zerka Corporation will welcome your eventual change of mind. Please, feel free to enjoy. Greetings again from... As I said, we are... The Sand People are becoming a... It's as if their chieftain... If you agree to do this... Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. With the downturn in mining, people want any chance at credits they can get. Most wouldn't survive a day, let alone qualify as hunters. The last license issued before the ban was given to a woman named Marlena Venn. She'll do fine. She had a mean streak a parsec wide. She also paid double. Exceptions like this are rare, unless it suits the company to offer them. We use them to ensure that we don't allow it's just so we can The Sand People are becoming... It's as if their chieftain is... If you agree to do this, I'll... Excellent. Here's your license. You might try following... Very good. Sir...
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership. Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Yukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat. Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me. Statement. Indeed, it is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expansive. Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining. Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Uudasta sieltä, uutta kelpiä. Apuilta, kolotus, Ivanrevu, Ikelti Rimo, Tustadan kelvaa, Moi sidan kelvaa. Tudun tustlaapaan nivu kelvaa, Moi sidan kelvaa, Iinukaan kelvaa. Apuilta, kolotus, Ivanrevu, Ikelti Rimo. Uudasta sieltä, uutta kelpiä. Kolotusta.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it...
No one leaves anchor... Well, let's see it. Come on. All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift. Oh, I'll be long gone soon enough. The next shuttle to anywhere, really. I've had it with cleaning up his messes, repairing his droids. If he lives, he can try and get by on his own. I doubt he'll last long with no one to listen to his lies. You're just another of his buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind. You all cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did. Just a little something to remember me by. Something that symbolizes our years together. Something that will blow up in his face. Of course, he'll never understand how appropriate it is. He can't talk his way out of this one. He's not smart enough. I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be, doomed. Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. I don't remember you from Faz's Club. You new to Anchorhead? Could you maybe help me get out of here? I'll bet she does. She's decided I finally worn out my welcome and she's fixed my droids to do her dirty work.
This should be interesting.
I triggered some sort of trap she programmed. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. Yeah, she was right. Something about me not following her archaic rules for proper conduct in a marriage. I swear I never saw this coming. Hey, I'm the victim here. I'm not sure how divorce works where you're from, but this is a little extreme, don't you think? You know, now really isn't the time for a lecture. Of course, I might be more receptive after I'm rescued. Look, friend, some may talk about honor in the hunt, but they still sell their trophies. The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
I say leave him.
You're pretty heartless for such a pretty lady, you know?
I take it back. Let's congratulate his wife.
I'd, really appreciate a bit of help. Please? What? Why? Well, what did I do to you? Well, I suppose well, fine. I'll be... You're kidding, right? Phew. Just access... Oh, and,
How can I help? I'm confident that you can deal with that on your own.
shot off.
Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them. You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it! Here they come again. How did it do that?
What can I do? Hello there. You're heading out into the... When you see Tanis? You're just another... Well, he can do it. I'm sure you...
Who are you? I doubt we could hold... You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it! Here they come again. How did it... Thanks for your help. I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. We're not soldiers. Did the company send you? It's about time they drove these animals out. I don't have time for this sort of thing. I'm through with the desert. You can take your sand people, great dragons, and crazy hunters. Just that they attack everything on sight. Well, I suppose they don't attack each other, but any outsider's as good as dead. The company tried to arm us and even set up remote self-powered turrets on the mining route, but that just made things worse. We're not soldiers. They still kill us and then take our weapons off our corpses. They even had the Jawas disable the turrets and set them around their enclave. It's like a fortress now. I don't know how you're going to break through all of that. Me, I'd sneak in. Well, actually, I'd just get back to Anchorhead. They use whatever they scavenge. They seem to hate our technology, but they love to turn it against us. That goes for blasters and turrets too, I guess. It's not like you need to be a genius to operate them. They probably don't even bother with special settings. They just watch for people approaching and switch them on. Yeah, so do we. Ah, the Jawas will salvage it eventually.
What can I do?
Sure.
I'm here.
What?
Tatooine is a dry planet that has not been inhabited long and has little law. This town of Anchorhead may be its only settlement. Beyond that, there is little else I can tell you. Then I suggest we move on.
Yes?
Ki mulira. Chiwi aita.